metaphysical levels. I fell from heaven to hell, met with the devil to rebel in the revolution of which I am the vessel. Ready to introduce pedal to metal, get into the fast lane with the rest of us rebels. Unless you're a hack, get jacked and will mentally wrestle. I'm ahead of the network's curve. Now you want a medal? I took the red pill. While everyone settled for decadence, you can forget whoever said that you're special. Cause if you want the deadliest tag that can be assembled, get ready to spend. Don't enter black markets ahead, go make it sink, please. I don't need instrumentals on the cyber tide with pirates aligned to my channel. I need a training montage with all that I've learned. After that, I got a city to burn.
Night on fire, electric blood runs in your veins. Wake up the samurai inside you. And the days unlock you back through the
I know my 1984 well, and George Orwell sure knew how to foretell. If you abhor any sort of megacorp, well, step out of fiction and into your hell. Big Brother's got you in a secured cell. Economy's booming cause it's true that war sells. When loaded guns are the foremost form of doorbell. Rally round the family with a pocket of more shells. What happens when the dreamers are no longer dormant? We're the ones who always wanted more than we're born with. If it costs my humanity, I can afford it. If poverty's prevalent, you can bet I'm gonna ignore it. I sure wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. If you're stuck a silver tongue, well, I'll you to get out. But you gotta walk the talk if you wanna build your brand and then take back the wealth with the silver.
When the night falls, come shadows ever darker. We're getting down to the wire. And I might come with resolve, all the stronger spark in the dark night. When the city, she's a deck inside, but her masquerade is sleeping as streets paved with corruption come to light.
I feel it in the air. We're all so far protected. Their hands are everywhere. Just let them watch us as we
Light the night on fire, electric blood runs in our veins. Wake up the samurai inside us. When the gates unlock, we'll walk through the flames. Light the night on fire.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
And I forgot to unmute folks before I turned down the music and all that good stuff. And of course, right before I brought everybody else back in, Dante ended up subscribing. So thank you. Thank you very much, Dante, for the subscription. And if anybody missed the soundbite, it is from Blazing Saddles. The excuse me while I whip this out. So anytime you subscribe, that is specifically for you. A very suave black sheriff in a very racist western town. All right, don't mind me. I'm getting my tea done up here.
Oh wait, that's right. Doesn't he get to pick somebody that gets to save?
Oh, that is
Or
right.
retest?
We are not quite done with the month. So yes. So just as a heads up, anybody who ends up subscribing to the channel, for the month of April, we are doing a special subscription retest. So anybody who subscribes, all they have to do is mention in the chat who they want to have their retest go to, and that retest will apply for any game that they play in Lost Tribes Gaming. And that's not just one, but that's in every game. So, for example, Brittany at our last game, which was Firefly, she went ahead and subscribed, and she gave her retest to Missy. So Missy, she'll get one. She'll get one retest in Firefly. She'll get one retest in Vampire, and one retest in Cyberpunk. So Dante, you get to choose. So feel free to choose any of our players, and not just the ones that are available here. You can do any of them that happen to play on any of our channels. So, or any of our games, I should say. Oh, Arizona iced tea, nectar of the gods.
Which one did you get?
Oh, I always get the half and half, and it's
right
the half and half light is the one I usually get.
Gotcha. That one's pretty good.
I can't do the zero. It's just too bland. And the regular tea, the regular iced tea is okay. Okay, so Locke got it. Probably because Locke puts his hands between the pillows.
Those aren't pillows.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dirty pillows.
But yeah, so cool. So Eric, for every game that you play in, so I think you are in Firefly and you're in this one. So your characters will get one free retest of your choice of any particular retest. So it's not just a fighting retest. It could be an important skill check. It could be an a piloting check. It could be whatever it is. You get that retest.
Nice.
So
Thanks,
thank you
man.
again, Dante. All right. So into game. Oh, and real quick, for those of you who are watching, I don't know if you saw the beginning part of the stream. I just want to make sure, did the title graphic come through in sound and whatnot? I know it came through on the recording, but on my side, it didn't come through my headphones like it should have. It came through my normal speakers.
Mine either. The music was there, the graphics, and I know the pictures that we chose didn't show up.
Cool. Okay. Alrighty. Well, hang on one second, just because, I actually paid for it to get put together and whatnot. We'll run that real quick so everybody can take a look at it again. So,
Yes.
Missy, hold on one second. So as we make our players look all super stud and sexy.
Slayer of mankind.
That is fucking
That's
dope,
true.
dude.
So
Yeah,
there we
you
go.
got really
So
cool.
I got goosebumps, man.
So special thanks to Brittany for helping out with the new Lost Tribes gaming graphic logo, and then special thanks obviously to our own Hellcat Jessica. She was the one that actually took our faces and put them through some filters and made them look super fucking cool. So yes, absolutely love it. And then we had Derek in the background upping the irons, just like Rock out. I loved that particular music that they I was able to put in that one. They had, I want to say, hundreds of sample clips that were all royalty free. But when I heard that one, I was like, okay, I'm sold. I'm good with that one. So, all right. So recap. So the events from last game, everybody has kind of hunkered down. You're all hiding now at the safe haven. Slowly starting to get out, but you're also buying goods and items that you're needing because some of them got left behind, some of them got destroyed in other events as a stress test. Some of them didn't hold up, and some of them you actually didn't have any and needed to get replacements. So, in true Cyberpunk fashion, they went out and bought some more goods. They bought jumpsuits. They bought helmets. Everybody, I think, came away with a helmet in this time. And also in the background, we didn't actually play this. This was something that I took him aside a couple days ago, and we got this all squared away. But Locke ended up getting his first purchase of Metal Gear.
100%, man.
Yup.
Now I look up the Praetorian when I need to.
Yes, yes. So, for those of you who are unfamiliar with Cyberpunk, the Metal Gear armor is probably the biggest, most top-notch style of armor that's available in the world today. It is what I equated it to. Not always necessarily to looks, but just the aesthetic in a sense of the Praetorians from Altered Carbon. It is a full set of armor. It has a interlocking helmet with the shoulders and chest, the suit and legs, boots, everything. So everything gives you about as premium armor as you could possibly get without being completely immobile. But with that being said, it's been about 2 days since everybody has been kind of laying low and keeping to themselves, buying what they can, and trying to stay out of sight as best as possible. So we pick up the next morning at this point. Everybody is currently here at the Haven. Everybody has stayed over at this point, including both Davina and Funky Cold. They are here as well. They have kind of taken up the living room-ish area because there's, with everybody else camped out in their own respective rooms, there isn't a whole lot of room for privacy, I should say. So they've been kind of camping out there and making the best out of the couch. Okay, and there we
So are
are.
we back at the Haven then?
Yes.
Just like that.
Yep. Everybody is back at this point. Oh, and actually, I think last we left off, didn't Meredith have a job lined up?
Yeah, she had an install.
An install.
Did I?
Yeah,
I
one
believe
of
you did.
one of those.
Oh, that's right. Did I?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Go gadget.
Cleaning our vessel.
I probably didn't write that down on purpose.
She's like, I just wanted to forget that.
Who gave me the job?
I was.
Do you remember?
Syntax told you.
Syntax did tell you, yes.
Okay. All right. So I guess we will follow up on that.
She'd go pulling up there playing. Don't want no short man.
So are we starting like collectively together or just in our individual spaces?
Everybody at this point is just kind of waking up and getting into your morning routine at this point.
Since it has been a couple days, the first thing I'm gonna do is check the bounty board for updates on locks and for hopefully not finding any of the rest of us.
Okay. Can do. 1 second. That'll work. All right, so Meredith, the individual that you are going to be making the install for, he goes by the name of Shallow.
Makes sense.
Hal.
That's what I thought too. Okay.
Yeah, and he has a vestigial tail. No, I'm just kidding. The information that you've been provided, you've got the address where it's at. It is actually in downtown, but it's closer toward. It's actually not too far away. It's actually closer towards the Knight's Edge turf, or Razor's Edge, I should say. Which that's at the southern portion of downtown. Which the place, your safe haven, everybody is set up is actually maybe a mile from that at best.
Okay. So super close, hopefully a quick in and out.
That's what she said.
That is what she said.
So then my question is this something you're doing alone?
I'm going to say no.
Oh, then you might want to take that up with the team.
Yeah. So as we're getting up and getting ready, where's Syntax? Is she just asleep still?
Yeah, she's actually sleeping at this point.
Okay. I'm just going to let her sleep and I'm going to go get up and find the rest of the group.
Okay. So as you get up from bed, she kind of absentmindedly does this, like with her hand reaching out, and then grabs the sheets and grabs one of the sheets and just yanks it over.
Excuse
I'm going to try and close the door very quietly.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang, man.
Oh, nice.
Dante's pulling out all the stops there.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Well, thank you. I think he's just wanting to hear that sound clip, though. So.
Excuse me while I whip this out.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. So I take it then by all the, if you want to pick everybody, given the fact that you've given all the subscriptions, yes, feel free. So that would be, make sure to write this down in your character sheet. So we've got one for, Eric. We've got one for Rachel. We've got one for, or wait a minute. Oh, so you just picked it. Oh, so I see what you're saying. You just selectively gave tiers to everybody. So you're just giving everybody one for everybody in game then, Dante, or in game today. He's saying he picks everybody.
Yeah.
I think that's what he means.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool. Yay. Okay, cool. There we go. So each one of you has a retest, and that's in every game that you play in.
That's awesome.
Thank goodness.
Jess is
I have a
like,
feeling I'm going to need that coming up. So thanks.
Jess is like, I'd like to keep my other leg.
Yeah. No, I was thinking more about poor Lila.
Oh, yeah. This is true. All right, so it is first thing in the morning. You can smell some coffee brewing, Meredith. No idea who, but you can hear kind of that turning and gurgling sort of thing.
Okay. I'm gonna make my way out there and see who's up.
Okay. You walk out to the living room communal area, which the others have been, or the others, I should say, Davina and her daughter have been sleeping at. And it is currently Carlotta, a.k.a. Funky Cold. She's currently up. She has bedhead something fierce. So she normally has the side. Well, I mean, our picture, she normally has like the buzz cut on the one side and her hair kind of coming over, but the hair that was over here is kind of more like center parted, kind of like bent permanently in a wedge, like somebody took hairspray and put it up but never really did. And she's kind of like rubbing her eyes as she's walking over and giving a big yawn as she's trying to get the coffee going, almost going on automatic, just going through a routine, barely her eyes open and just pushing the buttons to make things happen.
Okay. I'm just gonna make my way out there and start pulling stuff out of the fridge to grab something to eat. And hey, morning.
Hey.
Is that coffee gonna be for everybody? Do you mind if I get in on that action? I'll save some oatmeal for you or some whatever this is.
Yeah, no, I
Kibble.
was just I thought you guys had stuff better than kibble. There was this ham that I
It's
smelled not
leftover
too long
from
ago.
Mac had.
That's actually not my ham, but I mean, if you eat some of it, just don't mention my name.
Gotcha. Okay, noted. Coffee's going. I'm gonna go like lay back down until the timer goes off. Morning, and she just like wanders back over to the lounging chair that she had been using. It just kind of crashes.
And I'm just gonna be like, okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna find Locke.
Okay. Well, you know where his room's at.
If I don't see him out in the living room, I'm gonna make my way over there and knock on the door.
Okay.
I was making my way to the living room.
So, I mean, you catch him then just as he's getting up himself and walking out of his room.
Morning.
What's going on?
How's Mr. Superhero doing today?
I don't know about all that, but better. Need to see how everybody else is doing.
Hey, just off the top of my head, maybe you should give your DA friend a call and give him a heads up about what went down.
Yeah,
See if he has
absolutely.
any advice. I mean, I'm not sure what else to do.
No, you're right, and that was on the docket. First things
Okay.
first, though. Morning is made for coffee and contemplation.
And you and Locke also, you catch that whiff, like the freshly brewed coffee. You already know it's your sister. It's a part of her morning routine, and you were used to that growing up at home. So, in a way, like you kind of expected it. So
Yeah.
just as you guys are like talking and whatnot, that smell changes to a god awful stench for some reason.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna go over
And
to
then
the coffee maker
and then
see what the
Doggo
hell's
just
going
kind of
on.
comes walking through the hallway.
Who does?
Doggo.
Ivan Doggo, man.
Oh,
So robot dogs can have real pootoirs?
he's a cyborg dog.
Yep, cyborg dog, not
So he's still
cyborg
he-
cloned dog.
he's
Yeah.
still processing
Oh yes.
biomaterials. Then.
Organically, yeah.
Awesome.
Oh yes.
That's awesome.
He produces compost.
Probably 10 gallons at a time.
This is why he's not my dog.
I'm gonna pet him on the head and say "God damn" and then keep walking.
Go get the shovel.
Yeah, it's just but the way Ivan is walking, it's not like he woke. It's like he's still kind of on patrol.
Huh.
So he is clearly not in playful mode right now. He is making sure the house is safe.
Got you.
Because him
That
is
was-
the best boy.
All right, on my way to the coffee maker, I'm gonna stop by the couch and look at my sister. If she's sleeping, I'm gonna punch her in the arm like a loving brother does,
Oh yeah.
but real hard because I gotta toughen her up.
So on the couch.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sit down. Give me a Oh, and Dante cheered for some biddies. He ran out of money, so he gave us one biddy. Thank you. All right, so give me a. Where did we go here? Why don't you give me an intelligence and awareness notice check?
No, I have to look at where's awareness at. Oh, okay.
Should be under intelligence based skills.
Yeah. $18.
Okay, so you sit down and you slug the form that's on the couch.
Oh,
And right as that happened, you realize, because you see her roll over, your sister was on the reclining chair.
you son of a bitch.
So you end up slugging your mom right in the leg. And now and she's awake. She's like, "Oh, the hell!"
I'm gonna immediately get to
and then-
massaging it.
And she's like holding. She's like, "Oh, Charlie horse, Charlie horse. Oh, Locke, you son of a bitch. What
Love
was
you,
that
Mom.
for?"
I thought there was something on your leg,
Yeah.
so I killed it with extreme prejudice.
Yeah. Carlotta is like sleepily kind of looking up. She's like, "Ha, ha, dick."
It was a spider.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you just like warn me next time or use a newspaper or something?"
Next time, Mom. I'm sorry. You want some coffee?
Oh, and what the hell is that smell?
Well, it's two smells. One, some great coffee. The other one, you don't want to know what that other stuff is. It
She's
should
like,
be gone in a little bit.
she's like, "Whoa, is that dog that you keep here?" Oh,
100%.
oh.
It's one of his defense techniques is biological warfare.
So she's getting herself up and like starting to wake and stretch and whatnot. She's like, "Whoa, man. Okay, I'm awake. I'm not put together, but I'm awake. I'll see you in a few minutes." And she goes wandering over to the one of the available restrooms. She doesn't do her day until she makes herself look better. She's
Yeah.
one of those classy types of women.
Marissa Tomei and all.
Well, exactly, yeah.
All right. Well, while Mom's away, I'm gonna go ahead and make sure I'm looking right at my sister, and then punch her in the arm and say that was for you.
And so yeah. So you slug her, and she's like, "Ah, puta, fuck, what the hell? Thought you got your aggression out with Mom."
No, it's all good. I just want to see how you're doing.
I made coffee. I'm all right. Why wouldn't I be?
I don't know.
I wasn't like
Previous-
your
previous
friend and
nights.
like took around to the head.
I gotta check on him too. Thanks for the coffee, sis. I love you.
Yeah, and if you see some of that ham go missing, you can blame it on Meredith.
Always do.
Yeah, don't mention me. It was Meredith.
What's up with Meredith eating all the ham?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't even like ham.
Tina, get some ham, you fat lard. All right, I'm gonna go get coffee.
Okay. So, Locke, as you were getting coffee, you can see a light flickering from under the door of the room that Mac usually claims when he's here.
Flickering.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Almost like a good way to look at it is like those old school Xerox printers. Like when you set something down for a copy, you're like, okay, it's working. You see, and just from underneath the seam, you see the light go whoa, sort of thing.
Oh man, that's like some nightmare stuff. I'm gonna grab another cup of coffee, and I'm gonna head over to that room.
Okay.
Don't drink all the coffee though.
I want a cup of coffee.
Hey,
I want a cup of
Headshot
Joe.
gets a cup of coffee, man.
Well, that's considerate.
All right, so
So-
I'm.
so
Is the door open?
It's partly ajar,
Okay.
like very very. It was probably closed, but didn't really latch.
I'm gonna say knock knock in case he's unpresentable.
Okay. So, why don't you, Mac, give me an intelligence and awareness notice check? And let's just go ahead and subtract 5 from that roll.
Oh, jeez.
Roll high, man. Not a Brittany low.
Awareness notice. Okay, so I just don't get my bonus or my score on it. It's just so I roll. I just my 10 intelligence and my roll.
Yeah, only his 10 intelligence.
Only.
14.
Okay. So he was clearly asleep by the time you say knock knock and just kind of push your way in. You can tell it was his cheap phone, because they just nomads, they repurpose everything. So I mean, it's like it's already on like probably its second or third lifespan at this point.
It's an iPhone 8.
And the room was completely dark, and so you see it like how when you touch the screen it comes alive. Like
Yeah,
there's a
yeah.
crack in the screen, and so the slight damage that's on the screen is making it illuminate and then
They
fade
refract
away,
from the
and then
angles of it,
illuminate and then kind of
Nice.
fade away. So that was the weird lighting that you saw underneath. By the time you say knock knock, like he is completely sprawled out on the bed, and just now starts to realize that somebody's in the room. Like he was gone, he was crashed. So Mac,
Right
you're waking up at this point, but you were like the trauma that you took to your head has given you some head issues, like headaches and whatnot. And this was like the first night of sleep that you've had that you didn't have to
Right.
wake up and take something to relieve the pain and whatnot. So you were sleeping in, or were
All right.
anyways.
Right. What's up, man?
Hey man, pretty good. I saw some light in here. I didn't know if you were up or if that was your heart
Yeah.
monitor or what else was going on, man.
This
But I brought you some
stupid
Java.
phone broke. Well, it works, but it's cracked. Yeah. I need to turn it upside down next time.
Well, I brought you some coffee, brother.
Oh, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
You're a godsend. Thank you.
You were a godsend, man. I appreciate all the help. I'm
Oh.
I'm sorry you got your dome rocked.
Oh, it's all good. I got a hard head.
Well, we
And
need
now
to get
and
you
now
a
I got
harder
and now I
helmet.
got another helmet. But hey, I picked up a new rifle. But I didn't have enough money for ammunition.
Oh, I got you, man. Don't worry about it.
I
Can I see the from what he's talking about? Can I see the rifle that he's mentioning? Is it
Oh
in the
yeah,
room?
yeah.
Okay.
He left it kind of positioned, laying up against the wall when he went to sleep, sort of thing. And it still
Gotcha.
actually has that, like the handwritten tag still attached on it,
Nice.
from when he bought it.
I've also got one of those, so I've got plenty of ammo, bro. I'll get you some.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Yeah, and you know that glow in the dark ammo we came across?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got 20 rounds. That's kind of why I went with this one, but yeah. So just in case we need to light somebody up in more ways than one.
Good to know, man.
Yeah. So
All right, well, I'm gonna go check on everybody else, man. I just want to
all
give
right.
you a cup of this and tell you I said thanks, man.
Not a problem, man. It's all good. I'm still here.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you.
Oh, thanks, man.
All right, I'm gonna bug out.
Start rousing myself. Get up and start moving around.
Okay.
Probably slowly.
Hmm.
I'm gonna leave before he gets up and exposes his ass.
Yeah. All right. And so, Jess, Hellcat starts getting nudged.
I'm going to elbow him back quite firmly.
So,
Stop.
okay, so bam, so you hit him in the side pretty hard. You realize, of course, he has a lot of cybernetics, so it was more of a pang from your elbow than
Yeah,
much in the
it
way of
was
impact.
just cyber arm to Cyberman.
Yeah, pretty much. And you're awake enough to realize that the way you have slept and curled up into him, you actually have him pinned up against the wall. And and so you hit him, and he's like, "I'm just trying to get up."
I'm gonna very grumpy growl at him, then just move me next time.
Ooh, it's one of those days again. Good Lord, you gotta. Can we set up an alarm so you can warn me when like it's coming up to that point?
I'm just gonna smack him. Shut up. You're fucking dumb.
So he props himself up on his arms and legs and has to like kind of crab his way over you.
Oh
sort
yeah,
of
I'll
thing.
make him climb over me at this point. I'm not moving.
And so he's like, did you want any coffee? I think I smell some.
Uh, no.
That's Ivan.
You can keep your bean juice. Can you bring me a beer?
First thing in the morning? Okay.
Cocktail guy.
He's my cocktail waitress.
Yeah,
There goes your tip.
I'll be right back.
All right, while he takes off, I'm gonna kind of rub my eyes and wake up, sit up. First, I'm gonna check for any notifications on my phone, like any messages, emails, whatever.
Nothing as of yet.
Okay, and then I'm going to go check Locke's bounty, where it currently is.
Okay. His bounty is remaining the same. It has not risen.
I'm gonna check the remainder of the board and for the rest of our names.
For the what?
For the rest of our names.
Oh yeah, there's no other names there. Just him.
Just him.
And his bounty's at what, 500,000?
No, it was no, was it? It was higher than that, if I remember correctly.
It doubled? The last I
I
had.
think it was at $1 million.
Yeah, I was gonna say
It
the
was an
last I
even
had
mill.
was 500, but I thought it doubled to $1 million.
Yeah, no, it's still at $1 million. It hasn't gone any further.
Okay. On that bounty, is there contact information?
Yes.
I'm gonna take down that contact information.
Okay.
What's it say?
You're familiar with the type of number that's left. It's like to a drop line. It's specifically for voicemail only.
Okay.
As a fixer, you've run into it plenty of times before.
Okay, I'm gonna make a note of that number in my
What's that?
I'm gonna make a note of that number, that call
Okay.
number,
Mhm.
in my phone.
Okay. We have some echo, so we may need to have some folks who don't have headphones adjust their volume a little bit. Just the output, or it's like what you're hearing from.
I think
Yeah,
we all have
I
headphones.
hear it too.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Every time it happens, Mac lights up on my screen.
Hello. That just means that. Yeah, I don't know.
Weird.
I don't
Okay.
know. Um,
We'll just deal with it.
you know, I was gonna call Rex, but I don't think I'm gonna. That's Meredith's gig. She should probably follow up on that. I'm gonna make a mental note to
Okay.
remind her. Um, yeah, I think that's all the stuff I'm gonna look into right now.
Okay.
Do I have any contacts that would have information about Venom?
Maybe. You have to roll for it though.
I'll roll for it.
Oh yes, you
What was
will.
that?
Right, you will.
Easy, boys.
So what you're looking for is, let's see. So you need.
Get it, girl.
You are under street deal. So street deal and
Cool.
empathy, I believe.
Is it?
Does she get any extra points for those thigh-high boots?
They're not thigh high, they're knee high.
Oh,
Jice. Okay, empathy and straight deal. Well, that puts me pretty dang ahead. Start. That's 20.
Okay.
damn, that's a good roll, man.
So you place
Yeah, I started with 16.
yeah. So you place a call out, or a message, I should say. You don't have to actually call to see what is going to come back to you, and you'll probably hear back here pretty quick.
Okay.
A chime goes off on your phone, Meredith. Oh, can't hear you. Oh no.
That face she made, man.
Sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look.
Okay. It is a reminder letting you know that you have your appointment with Shallow coming up in approximately 1 hour.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go find Sen and make sure where she put the parts, so that I can at least get kitted up, and then I'm gonna go find. I'm gonna go find Locke again
Mm-hmm.
and see if he wants to accompany me to the install for security purposes.
Okay. So you head back into your room, and you start rummaging around looking for the goods or whatnot. And at that point, Syntax kind of wakes up with that sleepy look on her face and just like looking right at you. She's like, "What are you doing?"
I'm looking for the
Noisemakers.
Robo Dicks, the
noise.
Mr. Studs.
The log jammers.
I have that install coming up, the one that you found me.
Oh yeah, the one you just
Do
woke
you-
me up for. It's a,
I'm sorry. Do you know where they're at? I just don't want to be late.
she said. she, she
know where
says. She says it's under the bed, in the box marked Lincoln Logs.
Aye. Do you need anything while I'm out?
Do I look like a pirate? Why are you saying aye aye?
Okay,
Is my bedhead that bad?
I'm just gonna there's some coffee in the kitchen. If you need any,
Yeah, bring me some.
okay. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and get what I need.
You're the cocktail waitress now.
She's like,
And
okay, fine.
I'll go get her coffee and then go find Locke.
So as you are exiting, she's like slowly doing that roll out of bed sort of thing to like make a token effort to try and wake up. At this point, Locke is like exiting Mac's room at this point with a weird flickering light.
How is he?
He's just up now, but he's in good spirits and a lot better than I thought he'd be.
That's good to hear. I'll have to go check on him after a bit. Hey, do you have anything going on today?
No, not really.
I have an install to make us a little bit of money.
One of those.
Yeah, one of those. One of those.
Mr. Noodle.
I think we might have an extra one if you're interested. I mean,
No, I'm good.
I mean, you're
So
the one.
You need somebody to look tough while you go.
Yeah, if you wouldn't mind.
No, let's go. That's cool.
Okay. Where's Jill? Can we find Jill? Maybe I don't know if she's gotten any work done on the AV, but maybe we could see if she could drive. If not, maybe.
Yeah, let's go check.
Okay.
Let's go find Jill.
Okay. So Jill actually has her own room. It's actually on the other end of the safe haven. And you guys get near the door, and all you hear is like you hear it behind the closed door.
That's you, Meredith.
It sounds like
I'm
she's
hanging out over here.
exercising demon. Can you just wait for me because I'm a little
I'll cover
chilled
you.
in my
Yeah.
soul right now.
So you gotta go in
Okay.
there.
I'm
Take
just
a
gonna
crucifix. Just in case.
I'm gonna knock pretty hard, like.
Okay. Time you can still hear the snoring.
I'm gonna slightly try to open the door. I'm gonna test the doorknob. Is it unlocked?
Yeah, it's unlocked.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna
need
open
an
it maybe
air
an
horn.
inch or two. And hey, Jill.
So give me an intelligence awareness check.
Where's awareness?
Under intelligence-based skills on the left-hand side of your sheet towards the bottom.
Oh, okay. So starting with 15.
Dang.
24.
Okay. So you peek in there. You can see the way she has her her bed situated. It's also along one of the walls. She's propped up, so she's got. It looks almost like a husband pillow, but not quite. Just it's the way she has the pillows kind of situated. So she's kind of like laying up. She's still snoring, but her eyes are wide open.
Oh, gross.
Oh my god.
So bad.
That's disgusting.
One of our dogs sleeps like that.
Is there anything soft, like, or not? Something I can throw, like a soft shoe, like around that I can chuck from the door to like her bed.
A soft shoe.
Like a
soft
slipper, like a slipper, or
No, there are no slippers.
There's a combat boot.
Yeah, I know.
okay.
There are boots.
You're gonna have to go up and flick her nose.
I'm gonna walk in. I'm gonna open the door a little bit more, and then I'm gonna yell at her a little bit louder. Hey, Jill.
See your
So
eyes roll out.
So her eyes start to like flutter as they're getting moisture back to them, and she stops snoring. She's like, "Well, hi, Betty."
Too many drugs, Jill.
Jill is crazy, man.
Wow.
Jill, are you okay?
She's like,
Who's Betty?
"Why are you?" It's a line. Why are you in my room?
I needed to talk to you, and you're
Oh,
sleeping creepily with your eyes open and snoring quite loudly.
hey.
Is this normal for you?
Yeah, I guess.
Have you ever been part of a sleep study? Because I think that might be an issue for you.
Do I look like I've ever been able to afford a sleep study? And didn't we just have problems with the sleep study? Why are you recommending that? Woman,
To the best of my recollection.
I was at that facility. It was not a sleep study.
so she's like, she takes a moment, she like slowly starts getting out of bed, and she is in just a t-shirt and panties, and her t-shirt is black, and it has a vampire penguin on it.
Cute.
Jill is my fucking favorite, man.
That's badass.
And it's not like like all like super gothic out. It's a penguin with vampires, and the penguin is holding a sign that says "I heart zombies."
Oh yeah.
That's cute.
She says, "Okay, give me a second." And so she's kind of pads
I'll just
her way
meet-
over to a dresser real quick to put on some pants.
I can just meet you out in the great room if that's easier.
To talk to me?
I mean,
Because
I
you're
don't know
talking
how-
right now, right?
oh my God. I just don't have luck with anybody in the morning today.
So she just like pulls on her pants and then looks at you, and she's like, "Huh?"
So have you had any opportunity to work on the AV yet? Are we up and running yet?
Oh, I mean, yeah, it runs, but like you guys all terrified me with everything that was happening, so I kind of stopped everything I was doing. So
Okay.
it needs more work. I wouldn't go flying it around. Why?
All
Is
right.
it, you needing to go somewhere?
Yeah.
From the outside, from the hallway, I'm not in there because I didn't know if she was gonna be naked or whatnot. I'm just gonna say from the hallway, "Hey, we need a ride, dude. Let's get going."
Yeah, I have an install that I'm going to be working on, and I mean he's coming for the muscle, and I was wondering if you could drive, if you wouldn't mind.
Oh yeah. I'll be fine. Let me get some caffeine and like dressed.
Okay.
You want coffee or you want soda, Jill?
Oh, soda.
All
Soda.
right, I got you.
While this is going on,
Hey,
while
look at
Jill's
Hellcat. He said no.
well, while Jill's getting ready, before we leave, I'm gonna go check in on Hellcat and Mac, just like check their injuries and whatnot.
Okay.
Make sure that they're healing okay.
So you head to Hellcat's door first. It was already slightly ajar.
Knock knock.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing? All things considered. I just want to check on what your status of your new leg is, just to make sure that there's no problem.
It's fine. Thanks.
It's metal.
Dane comes walking in behind Meredith, and he has a coffee in one hand, but he reaches around Meredith and puts a cross in front of her. So he can negotiate with Meredith towards Hellcat.
And then I'm just gonna look at Dane. I have not had any luck with anybody this morning. I'm sure this is gonna be the same way.
Oh, this is just preventative. I needed to get coffee, so you're going to work as the body mass in case she lashes out.
Where's
That's
my beard, Dane?
Meredith forgot to bring it.
oops.
That's some bullshit, and
He
you
said,
know it.
"Oops."
I'm just gonna ignore him for the moment. What can I do for you this morning, Meredith?
I just wanted to come take a look to make sure. Do you want me to take a look at anything? Is anything sore, or are you feeling inflamed or feverish in any way?
You know, maybe you should take a look. And I'm just going to move past her and slowly push Dane out of our room and shut the door.
Okay.
Uh,
So he whispers, "Check her personality chip."
I'm just gonna mouth to Meredith, I'm gonna kill him someday. What's up?
I just wanted to check on you. I have an install in just a little while, so I'm just doing my rounds to make sure you guys are doing okay. I figured you probably at this point are still healing and maybe wanted to hang back, but you're welcome to come if you'd like. If you want to get out of the house, clearly, maybe some separation between you and Dane might do some good right now.
Are you going alone?
No, I actually asked Locke to muscle and Jill to drive.
You
Excuse
asked
me
someone
while
with
I
a $1
whip
million
this out.
bounty to be your bodyguard?
I mean, I'm installing some junk, so
I'm really really less worried about the install than I am the fact that he's a major target for a major fucking asshole.
do you have like a wig or anything that we could stick on him?
Actually, I do.
You fucking assholes.
I
Gonna make
am
you look
going
fabulous.
I am going to grab my escort go bag from the closet. This should have pretty much anything you need. Makeup, wig.
Thigh
He
high
probably
boots.
won't fit in any of the leather stuff. Um, made for a smaller person, you know. But
You
that
know,
should do it. I mean,
whores.
Okay, yeah, this looks like this would probably work. We can give him a little make under and see we can
What
hopefully
the
not
fuck,
get
man?
murdered.
also, I know that everyone's kind of been recovering the last couple of days, but have you called Rex?
Audible
Have you called
exhale.
have you called to check in on Chunk?
No, I mean it's only been 2 days. But no, I haven't. I'm sorry. I should do that.
It's been 2 days since our big fight. It's been nearly 2 weeks since you made that deal with him. If not a little bit longer.
He did say he was going to give me some time. But that is a good point. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to check in with Rex. And then as I'm standing there in her room, I'm going to break out my phone and send a text to Rex and, hey, Rex, hope you're doing well. Initial trials for what did we name this drug? Out of character, I don't remember.
Oh man, we had a good one too.
We had a good name for it.
I can't remember.
Damn it, man. I think it was Mac that came up with the name too, man.
I know, I
Yeah,
can't
it
remember.
was. Who?
Gosh.
Was it Strongbow or something like that?
No,
Are you sure?
no, it
It
wasn't.
sounds right.
I mean, it could be at this point.
Yeah.
Strong arm.
Yeah.
Honestly, you should just call the thing something like Excalibur, considering what it does.
So I will come back to the name that we named it because it was a good name and we had it. I have it in my notes somewhere, but I can't find it. But we had initial trials are going great. Can't wait to share this with you after we get some other testing done. Take care, XOXO Meredith, and then send.
Okay.
And then I'm going to turn my phone around. See, checked in with Rex.
See?
And then I'm gonna send a text to Chunk also just checking in. Hey, hope everything's going well. Got caught in some hairy
Issues.
situations. And I hope to see you soon. Keep cooking.
Okay.
Um,
And then there's a coming from the door.
there's a what?
A whistle from the door.
What?
There's a can of beer that emerges from the door.
I'm gonna go take it, say a nice thank you, and shut the door.
Okay.
I appreciate your offer to come with, but I'm feeling pretty good. Dane and I went around town the other day, and I seem to be getting along pretty well. Why don't you go do your install, and he and I will drive out and check in with Chunk and see what's going on out there.
Okay, that sounds good. Some eyes on the place would be a good thing.
We still, to my knowledge, we still owe the DA checking out some of the abandoned apartments out there too, on that side of the valley anyway. So maybe we'll cruise by there.
That's probably a good idea. I did ask Locke to check in with the DA and see if there's any update just with everything that's gone on.
I put out some feelers to my network to see what I can find out additionally about Venom that we don't already know. So I'll see what I get back.
Okay. Sounds good.
And do me a favor.
Mm-hmm.
Tell Syntax to take care of the damn dog. I can smell his shit from in here.
Whose dog is this anyway? Who brought this thing home?
Not me.
Wasn't it Syntax?
It was Syntax.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was the one that was opening his box up and all that stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll let her know. I'm not very popular with her right now, so I'll just make sure to let her know.
Thanks, I'd appreciate it.
Not a problem.
I don't actually need you to look at me, but I guess you can if you want to.
Yeah, I mean, just for me, it would make me feel better.
I'm sure it would.
So I'm just,
I'm just gonna fully strip down.
I'm gonna inspect the
Whatever
surgery
you
site.
will.
Okay.
Make sure that everything's healing up without any infection, etc.
So go ahead and roll your tech and med tech check.
Okay.
And as you were doing that, you end up hearing some music coming from the other side of the door, and it's the Righteous Brothers.
And now you got to do a resist feminine wiles check.
Oh no.
I just shoot her my seductive eyes. Let's see what happens.
You're done, dude. You're at -7, man.
Oh no. All right, so I got a 23.
Okay. Yeah,
At a
they
negative. No.
yeah they look it looks good. The surgery went well. The implant is taking. You don't see any sort of like aggravation around where the skin and metal in essence connects.
Looking at the leg itself, am I able to am I pretty already familiar with the style and like type of leg that they put on her?
Mhm.
And can I suggest like upgrades and stuff that we could do, like if
Oh,
she was
absolutely.
interested? Okay,
Oh
so
yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
gonna
Yeah, there's you can tell by the legs construction. All it was just a leg. There's no real well that and it's reinforced structurally. So there's
okay.
nothing like there's no armor, there's no hidden compartments or anything of that nature. So I mean you can really go over it however you want. It doesn't look like any sort of frills outside of making it stronger. Um, what there wasn't anything outside of that done. Oh, and there's
We
real skin.
oh, real skin.
Yes,
So if you want, we
So it
can.
looks real.
it
Yeah.
looks real. Yes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, my arm is the same way.
If you're interested, we can put like some cargo containers in here, like you can hide some stuff, or we can just make enhancements.
Enhancements.
I'm just saying, if you're interested, I
No,
would be happy to help you out.
I understand. I wouldn't mind putting in, at least a holster, some storage space, things like that.
Cool. All right. Well, we will figure that out. I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick look at Mac and then do my job, and I will see you later.
Sounds a plan. Be safe.
I will try.
Make good choices.
I
Don't do
will.
anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, I did that once, and then that got me in the most trouble. So I'm gonna try and not do that. That's why I'm making drugs.
I said don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Oh, okay.
All right. Good luck.
All right. Thank you. So with that, I'm gonna go check on Mac.
Okay.
Knock on his door.
And I'll let Dane back in.
Oh, gracious. So, Mac, at this point, you are fully dressed. Still a little bit of buzzed, buzzing in your head, but otherwise, you're all right.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a knock at your door.
Come in.
Hey there, hero. How's it going?
Just call me Tony Montana.
How are you feeling? Is your bell still ringing?
There's a bee flying around in my head. I got a buzz going on pretty continually right now, but it's not nearly as bad as what it was.
That's good to hear, and I mean that's actually totally expected. So you just chill, just relax, and I'm gonna take a quick look at his eyes and like do the thing to make sure his pupils are dilating properly, and
Sure.
take a quick look to make sure he's responding as expected.
Yep. Go ahead and roll again.
Okay,
Tech and med tech.
18.
18. So you give him the once over medically, and you can tell he's recovering from a concussion. But otherwise, he looks like he's okay.
Okay, just try and stay conscious. Maybe go watch some TV with Locke's family. He and I and Jill will do a quick job, and I believe those guys are going to hang out here, and I think Hellcat and Dane are going to go run some errands. So if you need anybody, just reach us.
All right. I should be all right.
All right, well, let us know if you need anything.
Will do. Thank you.
No problem. All right, with that, I'm going to go find Locke and Jill so that we can get this show on the road.
Okay. So
And I'm
Jill at
gonna
this
go
point
down
is
for breakfast at this
Sure.
point.
Jill at this point is fully dressed. She's got she's got her bomber coat on, and she's got her pistol at her hip, ready to roll.
All right.
Looking good, Jill.
Meredith, need your keys.
I'm gonna go ahead and toss them to her.
Okay.
I've got my kit and the detachable penis and ready to go.
Okay. And how are you going to doctor up Locke? Out of character.
Oh, so
Lock is in drag.
yeah, I'm gonna look through. I'm gonna look through Hellcat's bag.
Okay.
Oh, be careful
And-
doing that.
I'm gonna check out his sack.
First of all, Jill and I are gonna have him like kind of change and maybe like just top wise look a little different, like maybe put on a different shirt. And then does Locke have a mustache and a beard and stuff?
No.
No.
He has no facial hair.
Okay, we're gonna make him some facial hair, and I'm gonna have his sister help me like paint it in.
Dude, just go get Mac. This is stupid, dude.
Well,
Someone look like Santa Claus.
No, I can do a
Just
great
make
job.
him look
So-
like a pretty burly lady.
well, Meredith, remember, and well, this is back from the very first game. Syntax used that face mask, and there are those masks that you can put on that will put makeup on you.
Does
You don't actually
okay,
have to
well,
draw it on or whatnot. You can just lay it up there. It imposes it for a second and then takes it off.
Like, my
Does
name is
she have
Pat.
I think the thing we're running into is that she wants to put all that stuff on me.
I do.
She's
Um,
gonna.
So does Hellcat have any of those in her bag?
She does actually, yes.
Okay, so I'm just gonna hand it out and put your new face on, honey.
All right. Is it just one of those you just stretch it over your face?
It's
thing?
literally like a Vega mask, like from Street Fighter.
wow.
It looks kind of like that, and just kind of you just put it on there, and you just hear like a seal as it locks against your face temporarily, and then
Oh
pop.
shit! Right on, man. That's not so bad.
So pulls it off.
Santa
He's-
Claus beard.
He has on full kabuki makeup.
I like this. It
Now
made
I
it
look
really
like E Honda.
brings out your eyes.
I had a client with very specific taste.
Damn,
So
man.
he's got
I have
like
a,
he's got
I have
like
a
the
deeper appreciation for Hellcat now.
so he has like he has like a full white face. He's got like the red tiger stripes and the accents and whatnot, like a full on kabuki theater type mask.
This is what you wanted.
So
All
yeah,
right.
Jill's like,
I mean,
okay.
I think we're good.
I think we're good. I think this will do.
I feel like that's Meredith about a lot of stuff. Good enough.
She said good enough.
Good.
She says no, hang on. If we're gonna do this, so she takes her comb out real quick and starts teasing up Locke's hair with hairspray. So he has like that sort of like
It has to be
wild
around
anime,
and
like
long.
like sort of look.
Jiraiya, man.
Where did you learn how to do that? That's amazing.
Oh, the hair?
Yeah.
Oh, it's just something girls do at the street corner. And just when you're growing up, not a whole lot much else to do except, if you got a gun, you could shoot at cans.
She just used to stand on the street corner giving guys blowouts. What do you want?
Blowout. Hi, look. Fabulous.
Am I coming downstairs and seeing this
Yeah.
at this
Oh,
point? It's
Oh yeah,
literally
at this
gonna be
point
one
I
of
think
those-
we're
one
all
of those
coming downstairs to
doot,
do
doot,
this.
doot,
Yeah, it's Locke as an anime character, like just.
doot.
Hellcat's gonna come around the corner and just be like,
I
"Oh, so that's your true form."
and then I kind of walk around, and then I open up the camera on my phone and turn around and be like,
I'll do some poses, man, because I think this is pretty rad.
So, Locke, what do you want us
Work
to
it,
call
girl.
you out there?
Do we have to have a whole separate identity? I'm not gonna say anything, am I? I'm just hanging out.
Call him
Well,
K-pop.
If you need a name, it's E Honda. That's gonna be my name.
Jill's like,
I'm just
all right,
gonna call you
I'm good.
Honda.
Edmund
Right.
was his real name.
right.
Edmund Honda.
It's Emily Honda, his daughter, granddaughter, great granddaughter, something. At this point.
All right, let's rock and roll, Honda.
All right, so you guys get in. Jill fires it up, and you can hear the cryogenics. You know that sound as it starts to engage. Locke has to duck a little bit to get in.
My hair.
But Fonda ain't got a motor in the back of her Honda.
So you drive out to go to said destination. It's an apartment complex that you're going to, and the parking is like right in the middle, and the complex itself sits kind of like a U. So the parking's right in the middle. It's 2 stories on either side. It is just inside the downtown walls, so it does classify as being downtown. So it's not a nicer neighborhood, but it is significantly cleaner and less shady than the area you just came out of. There are some beat up cars that sit out front here. There was a fountain that probably worked at one point in time, but it's dry and cracked and whatnot to sit in the middle. But the address looks like it's leading you up to the 2nd floor.
Okay. I'm gonna tell Jill to wait in the car and have Honda come up with me.
Hi.
Okay.
Yeah. The 100 hand slaps.
Yep. That's good. So you walk up to the door, and wrap the apartments themselves here. They don't look like they're too terribly big, and it's set up kind of like a hotel in a sense. With everything like layered out in front. There are at either end there are vending machines, and they're kind of beat up, but they still work. But you knock on the door, and then you see some fingers kind of push open some blinds and peek outside. And the door comes open. There's a chain lock there. So it kind of peeks out and says, "Who are you?"
This is Dr. Meredith. I'm looking for Shallow, please.
So you can make the faint outline of a face who looks and then probably pauses at your companion.
Oh. And may I introduce my associate, Mr. E. Honda. He's just here for my personal protection.
Go ahead and roll your empathy and persuasion and fast talk.
$19.
Good job. All right, so he kind of hems for a second, then closes the door, takes the latch off, and opens it up. There are 3 guys that are in there, in the living room, 2 of which are sitting down currently playing on the Playbox equivalent. And they, big TV, and of course this is your typical lack of priorities home. So the furniture in here all beat up, probably third hand and whatnot. The TV and the electronics, like the game system and whatnot, all top notch. you know, um, and of course you can see the remains of some alcohol cans that were sitting up on the counter to the kitchenette, and they have top notch beer. But the place, it probably doesn't cost hardly anything to live here comparatively. And so he lets you in. He's got a black kind of mesh shirt on, looking very much. And in fact, all three of them look like they probably walked off a Nine Inch Nails video set. They got kind of dark face, sullen look. Some chains and whatnot. The guy's already got a cyber arm.
You make me desecrate you.
Yeah. And he walks you in and kind of looks you over for a second. He's like, "You don't look like a regular street doc."
What's a regular street doc supposed to look like?
He takes a moment and kind of runs his finger over your shoulder and then looks at his finger and he says, "You're nowhere near as grimy."
Ew.
Are you sure you're
So-
legit?
Should I charge you more?
It's a good question. I'm a little worried about the authenticity. I don't know if you're here for some other particular reason. And so when he says that, the other two guys, you hear the tiling as the game is put on pause. And they both kind of like look up.
And I'm gonna bring out the product. I have your unit with the telescoping member right here.
And so
I didn't exactly come unprepared.
Yeah. And so the other two guys, they kind of look at each other and they're like, "Oh, that's what you're getting?" He's like, "Yeah, that's what I'm getting." And he says, he's kind of pausing for a second. And he goes like, "But you run with a male Quinn?"
I'm just gonna chuckle to myself real lowly.
I didn't know the Quinns had guys.
They don't, and he's not, but that's besides the point. I'm assuming you're shallow.
I am.
Shallow. Would you like to commence this event?
Yeah, follow me in the back. Just you. Honda can hang out here and play on the game box or something. His two friends kind of like, "Dude," sort of look.
And I'll just I'll look at Hana and be like, just hang out here and listen. If I call for you for anything, I'll be fine.
I'm gonna bow real deeply.
Hey.
Okay. So he takes you into the bedroom. Now the bedroom, of course, is beat up, but oddly enough, he's made his bed. Beat up dresser, I mean, everything. It's literally like this wasn't a priority. It's not that it's dirty. It's just beat up. It's all very used, secondhand. And in fact,
Secondhand IKEA furniture.
pretty much. Well, actually, to top that, they have his coffee table that you pass by in the quote unquote dining room is actually one of those giant coils that they would wrap the cord in.
Yeah.
They're all the wood.
Oh, the spools.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's
I
got
always
one of
wanted
those for
to have
coffee
a
table.
coffee table. I always wanted one of those.
So that is his coffee table. So everything in here is mostly repurposed. He does have some weapons. You can tell that he has a mono blade that sits just over his bed on like a rack and whatnot.
Okay.
And he has a chair already set up that reclines that you can do your thing on. And commence with the surgery and whatnot. And he's like, okay, so I got tarps and I picked up some extra antiseptic. I don't know what all you had or whatnot, but I don't want a mess.
No, I mean, yeah, but I wouldn't want to leave you with a mess. That would be terrible. Um, so just go ahead and get cleaned up. I'll meet you back over here, and I'm going to go ahead and start to set up and get everything disinfected and
All right.
sorted out and ready to go.
So he gets undressed right in front of you, just gets undressed and he goes to shower. So everything is clean, and he just comes walking out buck naked.
Okie doke. So I'm going to go ahead and tell him to go ahead and lay down. So just so that we're clear, you're good for the credits after this, right?
So he has that look again. He's like, yeah. Don't you do this sort of thing often?
No, I do. I just want to make sure that you're clear that if you don't, we would repossess anything that we install.
I've already paid half.
Perfect.
And you
Just-
weren't aware of that?
I wasn't. I have somebody who takes care of those things.
Okay, go ahead and roll again for your persuasion fast talk.
Okay. I got a 1.
Oh.
I got people that I know things about.
And he's like, and at that point, he's really hesitant. He's like, yeah, something about this doesn't sound right.
What doesn't sound right?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can re-roll.
Brittany, you want her re-rolling this?
Yeah, I was going to save that one for a little bit.
Probably a good idea to save it.
How do I know
Well, I
you're
mean-
not some ripper doc and you're just trying to like yank my organs or something?
Just seduce him into it. See?
I don't have those skills.
You got two
You have
big old hands,
enhancement.
though, man. Yeah.
I don't want your kidneys.
You should look at him and go, "Yeah, yours isn't gonna fetch much on the black market."
By the look of those liquor bottles in there, I don't think your liver is going to go for very much, nor your kidneys. So I think they're safe.
Ooh.
It's like vaguely threatening.
Let's have you roll your persuasion fast talk one more time.
Okay. 7.
Total?
Yeah, I don't have anything in that.
So you have with your
Should have
empathy.
brought me.
You add your empathy.
Oh, add my empathy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, sorry, 16 then.
Okay.
Dang.
Big difference.
Wow.
So he reluctantly agrees just because there's something peculiar about you, but not necessarily in a bad way, as far as he can tell.
And everything's gonna be fine. Just go ahead and lay back, and then I'm gonna start to put the blue sheet across them, and with the hole cut out for the junk. And once you wake up, you're gonna have a metal member to play around with.
Yeah, because that's what I'm going to be looking to do. But thanks, Doc.
I mean,
So-
isn't that why you're getting it?
Not to play with it myself, thanks.
Well, it's all relative. Okay, all right. And then I'm just gonna give him the anesthetic and
Okay.
the anesthesia, and just
All right, so let's go ahead and roll your tech and med tech.
21.
Don't roll a 1.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say she rolls a 1, kills him.
After she just told him that wouldn't happen.
I'm all, let's get out of here, Honda.
Yeah, let's get going, bro.
All right.
He's a
so
girl now. Let's go.
You and I take it you're taking your time and making sure this is done correctly.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So you go through the anesthetic, putting him out, going through the surgery to get everything installed correctly, and of course make sure his internal organs aren't like nicked or damaged or anything, because even a slight nick from a knife internally could cause internal bleeding and kill him really quick. And after some time, he comes back to, and everything appears to be installed correctly.
Is he waking up at this point?
Yeah, he's finally starting to come to.
I'm just gonna gently wake him up, and I've put like something over him at this point, like a robe or a blanket, so he has some decency. Whenever you feel up to it, go ahead and get up and get dressed, and we can conclude our business. How are you feeling?
Like I've been shot at and missed and shit at and hit. Oh.
Yeah,
Give me a second.
that's quite an operation you went and endured.
Is it the one with the optional sound chip that sounds like a transformer when it turns on?
So he leans up against the dresser and goes like kind of sidebars it over to the restroom so he can sit down on something firm and start getting dressed in loose fitting clothing.
I'm just gonna tell him, don't move too quickly. Just take your time. Let me know if you get lightheaded at all.
Yeah, no, I got it. Just give me a few. I'm gonna get dressed and sweatpants are good.
Sweatpants would probably be the best, unless you wanted to just wear a robe. Just go commando.
Not around these guys. Pass. So he gets loose fitting, or gets a loose fitting clothing, and he just hands you a cred stick.
And I'm gonna say, good doing business with you. Call me if you need anything else.
Yeah.
And make sure to call me if you have any problems afterwards, any kind of fevers, swollen skin, things like that.
Sure, will do. Yeah, I think I got your number on the fridge or something. Yeah.
All right. Enjoy the new piece.
I will when it heals. Thanks, Doc.
Night.
Yeah, and he's like looking around, and it's afternoon.
Whatever.
As I come out of the bedroom, Locke, we're good, ready? Or Locke.
Yeah, and so they're
Honda,
This is
we're ready to go. Shit.
so they kind of like look to each other and like look around. They're like, "Well, I'm not locked."
Is the door locked? The lock on the door. Can you open the lock on the door? Honda, it's time for us to go. Swallow's doing great. If you want to go check on your friends.
Swallow.
Shallow.
And they're really confused. They're like, "Who the fuck is Swallow?"
They're like, this is the worst doc ever.
Girl, she's a little crazy.
They're just like, she doesn't know the time of day. She's calling you Locke and the other guy Shallow or Swallow. Like, What the hell?
She's just drunk.
They're like, yeah, good night. But yeah, you exit. I mean, you get out of the place, no problem.
All right. Out of character, how much did we make on this?
1 second. Oops, here we go. Here we are. You ended up making a total of 1,000.
1,000 credits. Okay.
Here we go.
Okay. Well, let's head on back, I guess.
Sounds
So-
good.
Jill looked down at her watch and then looks back to you two and it's like, so we're good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're good.
If she says so.
Okay.
Yeah.
So fires up the car and takes it back to the Haven.
Which car are they in?
They're in the
Meredith.
Meredith Mobile.
Oh. The thing works now?
Yeah, it has been.
Oh, okay.
Remember, your people fixed it.
Oh, that's right, huh? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Dane brings in another beer.
I'm in a much better mood after halfway through the second one.
Okay. He says, so did Doc get her fill?
Well, she certainly inspected everything.
That wasn't injured.
No, I'll just leave it to his imagination.
Yeah.
It had to be thorough.
You up for some action today?
What-
I mean, like going out in the world to like potentially do stuff. Not,
Oh no.
not.
Not dancing with dicks.
They're like going skiing.
Look, we got shit to do. You want to go out or not?
Yeah, no, I got it. It's just with all the overemphasis of whatever it is going, it made it sound like there was something else. So yeah, I mean, what are we doing?
We need to go check out how Chunk is doing. And then
Oh God, he got left alone there, didn't he?
yeah. And I haven't been there since they had that first run. So I have no idea what's going on with this. All I know is that it just keeps getting longer and longer that we're taking. Meredith seems pretty confident about that, but I'm not.
Okay. So what are we checking out then?
Just to see where he's at with drug formulation and see how much more attention, he's probably garnered with that restaurant.
Okay.
I still worry about that becoming too popular of a thing. Especially since we don't really have a whole lot of oversight in that. We've just kind of let him go. So we need to check it out.
All right.
Because if this is going to turn into a problem, I'd like to know sooner rather than later.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
And then we still need to try to swing by and check out those abandoned apartment buildings for the DA. I was going to try and talk to the Quinns about making some sort of deal for their turf to, you know, get them some extra income. But I don't know how they'll feel about dealing with the DA. And right now, they're probably so irritated with me about this whole unsolved gun robbery thing that I don't want to deal with it. So let's go look at what he had asked us to look at and see what we find.
Okay. And so what are we apartments? So like what are we looking for? Are
He
we
wants, from what I remember, he wants something that those people out in Tent City can get into for housing. Because I guess a lot of them are looking at going to work for that new factory thing that came in.
so we're looking for more permanent housing.
Yeah, but he wants us to check out the abandoned ones that are already built and see what kind of condition they're in.
Okay. Yeah, we can do that.
Um, Meredith, Locke, and Jill took off for an install, which probably means Mac is still downstairs. You know, whether he can go or not, I think we should just at least give him the opportunity to go. Like, I would be freaking pissed if I had to just sit still and heal. So I'd at least like to give him the opportunity.
All right. Yeah, I'm not opposed to it.
All right, you wanna grab our bags and stuff? I'll head down and talk to him,
Sure.
see what he's
Yeah,
doing.
I'll get our things together.
Okay, and then where is Mac right now?
Mac is we'll say Mac is in the living room at this point.
Okay. I'm
Probably
going.
getting himself something to eat and drink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna check the kitchen first.
Okay. Yep. So you guys go ahead and do that. I'll be right back. Just one sec.
Go.
So hey, are you like okay to just sit around here, or do you want to go do stuff?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I can take off.
I mean,
I guess.
I don't know
I'm not.
the
I don't know if I'd be the good to be the one driving right now, but
no. Appreciate the thought, but
Absolutely
no.
not.
Um, Dane and
okay.
I are gonna head out and check on Chunk, and then we're gonna go swing by those abandoned apartment buildings that the DA was wanting us to look into.
Oh yeah.
Depending on the condition of those and the skills of your family, that might be something that you could have contracted to you guys and bring in some income.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll check it
So
out.
it doesn't sound like anything is going to be too dangerous, but after last time, I bring in all my gear. So,
Yeah, definitely.
and just as general rule, I'm just going to make you wear your helmet. So,
Yeah. Um. So, like, do I know where you keep your stash of bullets, Locke?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody would know.
I mean, just
Like,
go to his closet.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I'm gonna grab some rounds. And I mean, how many do you have there? Would I find kind of thing?
Hold on.
I don't be like, I grab 100 rounds. I only have 50. Oh, dang.
No,
Yeah.
I know I have like a couple cases. And you could take 100. Should be fine.
Okay. Groovy.
Sorry, I had to bring the dogs in. They were just barking so much.
That's okay. We're just getting ready to go out, and Jane and I are going to take Mac with us.
Okay.
I think we should plan to go check out the apartments first and do Chunk last so that we can bring food home for everybody.
Water with a hair in it.
Yeah, you're not here to tell me that.
That's the only thing I can remember from the menu.
um,
Oh yeah, huh?
okay. So we've kind of figured everything out. As when Dane comes downstairs, I'm just gonna tell him that we are gonna go check the apartment first. That way we can swing by and check on Chunk before we come home, so we can bring back food for everybody.
Oh, okay. That works for me.
Didn't one out of character? Didn't one of you guys text Chunk?
I did.
Meredith did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And then before we leave, I'm gonna check my phone. Have I gotten any updates on my Venom inquiry?
Yes, you did actually. 1 second. You ended up getting a note from somebody by the name of Dapper.
He's a dapper fellow.
Is he a dapper Dan?
Do I know
I am a Dapper
Dapper?
Dan man.
That's my wasteland nickname.
Do I know Dapper, or is this like a friend of a
Yeah, it's like
friend?
it's a contact from 7 Degrees of Kevin Bacon sort of thing. It's like contact of a contact sort of thing.
Okay. And what does the note say?
Has some info and provided a email address to send to.
Oh, he just sent me his email. Okay.
Sent you some contact info.
Okay. I'm gonna tell the boys to go hop in the car and get ready. I'm gonna go talk to Syntax really quick before we head out, and I'll be right there.
Sure.
Oh, and this happened while you were stepped away, Jerome. Since I knew where Locke's ammunition cache is, I grabbed 100 rounds.
Grabbed 100 rounds?
Yes.
Okay.
So I have 100 rounds on there, and
So you're gonna you need to break that down into 30-round clips.
okay. So
So that's 3.
I guess that I'd probably have 3 clips worth then, and then probably 10 loose ones. But yeah. So
okay.
Or maybe even 120 or something like that. I don't know. Make it 120.
Okay.
He's so mouthy. Missy, you're muted.
She's not now, but she was. She's muted again.
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say I'm gonna get Dunan to grab him.
Oh, the pupper?
Yeah, he is just so vocal. It's ridiculous.
Because he's a pupper.
Okay. I'm gonna go knock on Syntax's door.
I heard you knocking, but you can't come in.
So she says, "Enter."
I'm just gonna open the door, but not go in, because last I knew she was very angry with me. I don't know how long she's gonna hold that grudge. So I'm just gonna go, hey.
And
How's
so
it going?
she's in a jumpsuit at this point and already working on the computer. I'm fine. You seem a bit trepidatious, and you're knocking on my door.
I need a favor.
That's never a good segue.
Is it possible for you to set me up with some sort of like encrypted email that protects, like the IP of where it's coming from and the location of where it's coming from?
Yeah.
Do you need my phone to do that, or can you just set one up and I can log into it?
Well, that's more has to do with the device itself, logging into the system it's being sent to.
I'm just gonna hand her my phone. I don't know how to do that.
Blah blah blah. Technology. Blah blah blah.
Basically,
Okay.
like, not a very tech person.
And when do you need this?
Um, now?
That's what I thought. So, why don't you give me about a half hour and I'll see what I
Okay.
can set up for you.
Uh, sure.
I'm sensing a butt.
Well, we're about to go out and do some work, so I'm gonna have to take my phone. Can can you can you just send an email for me and update me with whatever comes back?
Sure.
I'll bring you food.
So now I'm working for trade.
Oh, fuck's sake, Syntax. I'm just trying to be nice. I can be a bitch about this.
So can I. I didn't kick you out already, did I?
Never mind. I'm just gonna walk out.
Okay.
Whatever. I'm just gonna send the email from my phone and we'll see what happens. I'm gonna email whoever's contact info I have for Dapper. And it's just gonna say, what do you know?
Okay. So I'm waiting around. A couple minutes later, another email comes through.
Okay, I'm gonna check that.
And the
Assuming
email.
we're in the car by now.
Yes. And the email it just indicates, name and time and place.
Oh man.
Okay. Um, whatever. Let's just do, what is a public location between where we are and the abandoned apartments we're gonna go look at?
Um, Pretty much anywhere along the freeway. Because
The
once you,
101.
yeah, because uh, once you get outside of town, I mean, no one really claims that. It's mostly just open.
Okay. I'm gonna send an email back. Uh, Westworld. Uh, like 30 minutes from whatever time it is now.
And so you're basically picking a place some abandoned place off the freeway.
Basically.
Okay. So you just get a message says, okay.
I'm assuming Dane's driving.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hey, Dane, for better or worse, I got something back on that inquiry I sent out this morning about Venom.
Okay.
Um, Sent the email, the contact requested a time and place, and I told him about the time it's going to take us to get from here to there. We're supposed to meet at Westworld, out where that big old abandoned tent thing is out there.
So we're meeting them at the tent city?
No, no, it's before that. It's closer to the free. It's right off the freeway.
Okay. Well, you'll have to show me where it's at. I don't pay attention to a whole lot of stuff out here.
That's fine. It'll be between us and the apartment, so we can go there next.
Okay.
I'd rather just deal with this and get this out of the way.
All right. Sounds good.
Would you mind
And
if
then
we take a break for a second?
Sure. We can take
No,
we
not
can take
at
a
all.
quick break.
All right.
Sure. So we'll go ahead and take a 10 minute. 10 minute. Is that good? 10 minute. 15.
Yeah, 10's fine, man.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah,
So we will be right back in about 10 minutes.
Thanks, man.
Groovy.
selling the revolution of which I am the vessel. Ready to introduce pedal to metal. Get into the fast lane with the rest of us rebels. Unless you're a hack, get jacked in, will mentally wrestle. I'm ahead of the network's curve. Now you want a medal? I took the red pill. While everyone's settled for decadence, you can forget whoever said that you're special. Cause if you want the deadliest tech that can be assembled, get ready to spend. Don't enter black markets ahead. Go make it sink, please. I don't mean instrumentals on the cyber tide with pirates aligned to my channel. I need a training montage with all that I've learned. After that, I got a city to burn.
Night on fire, electric blood runs in your veins. Wake up the samurai inside ya. When the days unlock you, walk through the
I know my 1984 well, and George Orwell sure knew how to foretell. If you abhor any sort of megacorp, well, step out of fiction and into your hell. Big brother's got you in a secured cell. Economy's booming, cause it's true that war sells. When loaded guns are the foremost form of doorbell. Rally round the family with a pocket of more shells. What happens when the dreamers are no longer dormant? We're the ones who always wanted more than we're born with. If it costs my humanity, I can afford it. If poverty's prevalent, you can bet I'm gonna ignore it. I sure wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. If you're stuck, a silver tongue will help you to get out. But you gotta walk the talk if you wanna build your brand and then take back the wealth with a silver
When
hand.
the night falls, come shadows ever darker. We're getting down to the wire, and on my car, with resolve all the stronger. Spark in the dark ignite. Then the city. She's attack inside, but her masquerade is sleeping as streets paved with corruption come to light.
I feel it in the air. We're all so far protected. Their hands are everywhere. Just let them watch us as we
Light the night on fire. Electric blood runs in our veins. Wake up the samurai inside us. When the gates unlock, we'll walk through the flames. Light the night on fire.
It off and just be like,
I just go to the garage.
All right, and we are back. Yep, and I'm unmuted. Just making sure. It's sometimes forget. Alrighty. All right. So the three of you, Dane, Mac, and Hellcat, are all heading out to the Tent City area. You have set up a brief diversion so you can try and get some information from your contact.
Yep.
And as you're driving along, you see the turnoff for the location you're looking for. It's an old disused shopping center that's out in this area. Since most people tend not to go out here, the damage is heavier on the outskirts. So like where they tried to build up Mesa and some of the other places, it's they got to a certain point, and then society's kind of gave up. So there are places that are still out here that could serve as structures, but for the most part, most everything out in this area, nature has kind of had its way with it. So sun baked, it's blasted, it's largely crumbled. At best, it would probably make for a good third world hot zone for firearms training, that sort of thing. Oh, hello, welcome, Jimbalsaurus Rex. The character spread. So Locke is a solo. Rusty, aka she's really Meredith, is actually a medtech. Mac is actually a nomad, and Hellcat is a fixer. And don't tell Illustar 003 or 003. She's actually a villain. So they hate her guts, but they love her really.
We hate your black guts.
I know. But so with your direction, Dane, turns off the remains of the off ramp. That's pretty much the only thing out in this area that has any longevity to it. The roads are beaten and sun blasted, but because of the very nature of the roads themselves, because they're built to last a lot longer than shopping centers, for example, and other buildings, they're in disrepair, but not to the extent that you need an off-wheel vehicle to traverse them. The most you really have to worry about is certain sections of it being sand covered, or dirt covered or something. But you get out there, and as you pull into the remains of the parking lot, you end up seeing one lone figure standing almost at attention at an old, at what appears to be like an old Harkins Theater. The roof caved in, most of the walls caved in, like a fourth of it is still semi-standing with the sign in bits, but noticeable that it looked like it was probably a multiplex of some kind.
Facing us or facing the building?
Facing outward, so anybody who would be coming in, their back is actually to the building. The figure, however, is in all armor, odd configuration. You haven't really ever seen this sort of thing before. Full kind of helmet, looks very kind of robotic. So maybe it's a drone of some kind.
Oh.
Very, I don't want to say slender, but not anywhere near as bulky as your typical individual might be if they had cybernetics as well as armor, like Locke, for example.
Does it look
Oh,
like Jackie?
are we talking more of like how Venom looks? Or someone within that caliber, anyway?
Kind of, but the colors of the individual are all
Mismatch?
well, no, they're more desert colored. So there's
Okay.
like some Sedona red, there's some sand gray kind of colors and whatnot. It's worn. Venom was, in addition to having all the like the red and black, Venom and his sidekick took great pains to keep their weapons and gear up, up, well, not up to date, but worked on and whatnot. So visually, they looked clean and new, and they didn't have the beat up look that a lot of mercs might have.
Okay, as we pull up, I'm going to tell Dane, I'm gonna go in alone, but watch the rooftop for me and just watch my six going in.
Will do.
And I'm gonna turn to Mac. Keep that helmet on. And I'm going to approach this new individual with my typical swagger.
Okay. So unfortunately, because you rolled up in a car in an empty parking lot, it's hard for Dane to get any position that wouldn't be unnoticeable, like he could hide. But he can at least stay back and line up a shot from the vehicle while you guys go, walking in. So that there is that. But he's kept it far enough back that he at least visually has a look of the remains of the complex that's in front of you guys, which is the multiplex. But then obviously a couple of their shops that were there at one point in time, but they're in such damage and disrepair that you can use them for cover, but you have no idea what they were. They're probably just shops to the center.
Mm-hmm.
So the when you approach, the head kind of moves robotically. You can hear the zzz, as the helmet kind of turns. Hand kind of holds up and waves.
I'm gonna.
Konnichiwa.
Wow.
Speak English?
Hi.
Right.
Great. What do you have for me?
So, the hand goes back down, and the other hand raises, and it's a small portable device that you would stick a cred chip in.
Oh shit.
Kind of like a Square system. Awaiting payment.
Okay. What, in what amount?
The head kind of looks down, at the unit and looks back up at you. Awaiting 1,500 Eurobucks.
Oh my god.
Sure. Let me go grab my cred stick in the car. And I'm gonna head back and stick my head in the car. Dane, I need money.
Well, he's actually outside the vehicle at this point.
Okay, well, I'm gonna come up to Dane, I need money. I'm sorry, this thing didn't tell me anything about a payment until I got in its face.
Babe, don't you usually have to pay for this sort of thing?
Normally I do, but I just dropped all of my money on new weapons so that I don't get another appendage. Shut off! What do you want from me? I haven't been working. Like, let me just go,
Babe,
let me
babe,
just go
babe,
jump on
babe,
somebody
babe,
and
babe,
get some
babe.
money.
Why are we doing this now? I can get you money. It's okay. So he
I
just
don't know.
he just
You
reaches
started
into
it.
I did not. He reaches in and gets a cred stick.
I'm gonna just smile
There should be
widely
enough.
and
Now, can
tiptoe
you
up and
stop
kiss
giving
him on
away
the
my
cheek
position? Thank you.
and
Love you too.
Can you stop giving
bounce
my
away.
position?
I've
Okay,
kind of
so
got that look of like the friend that's over at the other friend, your friend's house while the couple's fighting. And you're like,
You give my position away again, I'm gonna ghost you.
Yeah.
Cat's a little wound up.
Gonna make you bleed.
I know, he's like, you
Oh,
asked
please,
me
slowly.
to do this.
cred sticks and breadsticks.
Pretty much.
All right, I'm gonna head back to my robotic friend, and slide it in his machine.
Okay. So when you approach again, it holds back out the device, and you stick it in. And when you stick the stick in, you hear this beep 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 dee 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 credit check, and then it gives a little and it spits out the credit chip just a little bit for you to retrieve it.
I'll take it back.
And so then the unit just puts the the thing like in its side, and you see the what was probably like, I don't want to say a pocket, but perhaps a containment unit or something just kind of goes around it and houses it. So Dapper indicates you are looking for information for Venom.
Yes.
What specifically were you needing?
I'd like contact information. I have information about the bounty he's put out.
So out of character, you're wanting Venom's contact information?
Yeah.
Okay. Processing. Hold one moment, please. This may take longer than 5 minutes. Would you prefer a jingle?
No, no, I'll wait, thanks.
So it's then it comes back about a minute later. Processing. And then it pauses for a second, and it reaches back into another, for lack of a better, like a holster sort of thing, and it pulls out a card.
Like a business card?
Like a business card, but higher end business cards these days work kind of like credit chips in a sense, or like debit cards. It'll contain a little bit of the information on there. So kind of like a flash drive credit, or, not flash drive credit card, but like a flash drive business card sort of thing that contains that information. And it says, "Here you go." Did you require anything else?
No, but it's been very nice working with you.
Affirmative. It was nice working with you as well, Hellcat.
All right. Thanks.
Weird.
Yeah. I'm gonna take that card and
As you do, it bows. If you have no other transactions, I will leave.
yeah, I kind of probably just have about the same face, and I'm gonna bow back
Okay.
and then head back to the car.
Okay. So it turns, and a jet thrust comes out from the back, and he goes
That was
and like launches off into the
so
air.
weird.
Hmm.
It makes me so uneasy. uh, okay.
That was definitely one of the weirder transactions that you've had.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna head back to the car. Is this card?
At Dane, I'm like, that was odd.
Is that card something that I can scan with my phone, or does it
Yeah.
have to be done with like okay.
Well, anything, any sort of smart device. So
Okay.
portable computer, phone, so on and so forth.
Okay. Since I've already taken risks already with my phone, as I'm gonna get back in the car and tell Dean to head toward the apartments that we wanted to go look at, and just kind of explain to the two the weird interaction I just had. And then I'm gonna scan that card and see what it says.
Okay. What was that?
It's Guy.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say this is a guy's loud ass.
Yeah.
So you pull out a cord very similar to what you would plug a phone up to a computer. So kind of like the USB style or whatnot, or micro USB. So it plugs up to the card, and it just pulls up a contact. Like, your phone found a new, like your phone got discovered on the computer, it would plug into the card, and it just prompts, it says new contact and lists the information.
What sort of information's on there? Is it just like a phone number, email?
Phone number and email address.
Okay,
Listed
and that's
as
all.
Venom.
Okay.
It's not like his real name, which is like Chauncey or something like that.
His name's Diego, man.
I'm gonna add that new contact to my phone, and I'm gonna turn around and forward the information to Syntax
Okay.
and ask her if she can look into the like whatever she can find connected to that, whether it's like IP address or like ping the phone and get location, or at least like who it's registered under, just clue hunting
Sure.
basically.
Okay.
Moss
And
info.
yeah, and then I'm going to just group text Meredith, Locke, and Jill and just say that I have new information regarding Venom, working this angle. Uh, call me if you need me.
Okay.
And then we're gonna head out to those apartments.
Jill sends back XOXO. So you guys head out to Tent City. It's really not much has changed. It's still kind of the sprawling setup of tents of varying size and degree. There's still more cleaned up around the shopping center that this had been, or that the quote unquote restaurant was set up in. But otherwise, I mean, it's only been, a week and a half since you guys have been out here at least. So not a whole lot else has been changed. Not as long of a line outside the restaurant at this point. But it's still, I mean, you can smell the grill going. There's people kind of walking around. Things are, looks like they're kind of settling in at this point.
Mm-hmm. Um, okay. I still want to go check out the abandoned buildings that we need to check out.
Okay.
So, hey Mac, do you
Yeah.
want to stick around here for a while and just kind of keep an eye on things? Let Chunk know we want to talk to him. Have some food, whatever. We still have to go check out those abandoned buildings. But then we can swing back and pick you up and take food for everybody else home.
Yeah, I can do that. Just take lots of pictures so that way,
Yeah.
if there is things that need to be done up, then we can relay that information to any of my family's crews to get the best idea on what they need to do.
For sure.
If
Yeah,
anything.
I gotta get photos too for the DA, so
Okay.
I'll definitely send those over to you as well.
Okay.
So I'm not going in the restaurant because if I go in, I'll get stuck with Chunk. So just I'm just gonna get out of the car so Mac can get out of the back.
Okay.
Yep.
And I don't know. Go enjoy.
Hold on a second.
There's a
Dexter.
kitty.
Yeah, this is Dexter. Say hi. Hi, buddy.
No. Meow.
This is my big cuddle boy. He loves
I
cuddling.
love
Hi,
Black.
buddy. Gotta hop down, bud. Thank you. I know.
Okay.
Goodness. All right, so Mac, you go walking into the restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
The Superstition Grill. And I mean, it's while there's not the line outside, most of the spots to sit are all taken up.
Mm-hmm. All right.
And a waitress comes walking up to you, and she's like, "What will you have, honey?"
Order like a burger and something like that. Drink.
So you want the implants only burger, and you want water with the hair.
Yeah, sounds good.
Dude, isn't the implants only one like the burger that weighs like 5 pounds?
It's the only burger they
Yeah.
got.
Good luck, man.
All right.
He'll be there for a while. So
Hey, I'm a nomad. We can pack it away.
Yeah, implants only burger is two. It's 2.5 pound patties, Thousand Island dressing, grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, pickle, half-pound pastrami, half-pound bacon, American
Ugh.
cheese, and it's also available in animal style. Which
So
animal style is extra cheese, pickles, extra onions, any meats that they may have in there is fried with mustard, and a secret sauce.
yeah, make it animal style.
I was gonna say, don't be a little punk bitch, man.
I ain't no punk beach.
What?
So, all right. So you sit down, and they're going to prepare you another. I mean, you're probably going to have a cardiac arrest here for you to get, but exactly. Antacids not included.
Right.
So you are set, and they are going to get you something to eat. Dane and Hellcat, you go over to where the abandoned apartments were listed. And they're pretty beat up, at least from the initial, just from looking at it initially.
I'm assuming probably paint damage, water damage, roof damage. Can I just walking around the outsides of them? Can we tell if any of them have been like water damaged from leaks or fire damage from vandals?
Why don't you go ahead and, since you're really trying to inspect, go ahead and give me an intelligence and let's go with awareness notice.
17.
17. All right. So you walk around the property and, of course, walk up into some of them that may be on the bottom floor. They're primarily it's exposure damage. So basically, the heat and unrelenting sun of the area has done most of the damage. Paint obviously peeling. It looks like some of the places on the inside have had some wiring stripped for recycling purposes, or just nomads being nomads.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like, when you get up to the second floor, it doesn't look like there's really any holes in the ceiling. Most of the units here do not have windows, so those have all been like broken out to some degree, either completely or partially. So there's definitely that. The complex itself probably has a total of about 100 units.
What about the plumbing?
That's a little harder to tell because you don't really have the capability of like going in and opening up the walls or anything.
Well, I just mean like when people go into like steel copper piping and stuff,
Mhm.
they will just cut holes in the
Yeah.
bathroom wall to pull it out. Do I see any of that?
No.
Okay. Um, and I assume, I mean, everything's gonna have to be refloored. Uh,
But you can get away with tiling.
Yeah. Okay. The 100 units, are those a variety of sizes, or are
Yes.
these all just like, okay. So
Yeah, they're not all the same size.
about how many of each kind of unit do we have? Like one
A-
bedroom, two bedroom, three
About
bedroom?
seven. Well, I should say about 50% of them are one bedroom. Um, and then of the remaining, about half of that, or I should say about 25% of the remaining, are studios. And then from there, the rest would be two bedroom.
Okay. All right. So as we're walking around and taking notes of all of this, I'm gonna take pictures of not everything because it's so much damage, but like the worst areas of
Mm-hmm.
each type of damage.
Okay.
And then just kind of take some notes on my phone. The area surrounding the apartments, what's that like?
Desert, mostly. I mean, think location wise in real life, this is all around Gold Canyon and Apache Junction area. So,
Okay.
for the most part, because like mobile homes, after a while, they wouldn't really hold up. So, I mean, you're not really
Yeah.
going to have much of that out here. Any freestanding buildings would be something like this. So, some of it are, I wouldn't say vacant lots, but wrecked lots where probably buildings have collapsed and whatnot, and desert. That's really all that's out here at this point.
And the restaurant that we have out there,
Mm-hmm.
that's the only building that's functional in that shopping space, or are the other spaces functional? They're just empty.
No, it's functional only because you guys set up your own generator. It's not on the
Okay.
grid.
Okay. Um, okay. Um, well, Dane, what do you think? I took notes and I took photos and stuff. Do you think that there's anything else that we should cover or check out before we leave?
Um, yeah, I'm not real good at this, so I couldn't honestly say. I
Um,
think we have enough if this is what he was looking for.
since we're just here, uh, I'm just gonna call the DA.
Okay. So you are far enough out at this point that there isn't a signal.
Okay, fine. All right. Well, then I guess we're done here.
Okay. So are
Let's
we ordering food now?
yeah, let's go back and
The
I'll
important
check in
stuff?
with Chunk and get food. Yeah, okay. I get it. You're hungry. I'm sorry. We missed breakfast. Yes, I will make sure you get fed. Let's go.
Thanks, Mom.
Mm.
So you guys head back. You go to the grill to order everybody some food. Anybody getting alcohol, or is it just the food and?
Yeah, I'm gonna send out a text to everybody that we're here and ask for orders.
What you
And
want?
and then yeah, and in the text that I sent to Locke, I'm gonna ask him about what his mom and sister would want or what he
All
wants me
right.
to get for them.
I can, I can, I'll see the text and ask them real quick. Hey, mom, what you guys want? They're gonna bring some stuff back from our buddy Chunk out by Superstition.
Okay. Here, 1 second. Computer. separating it out from my notes. Hold on one second.
So we know what to order.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that in case you guys want to actually recreate the menu, because I have the actual links to it.
One of these days. I don't know about that burger, dude. That just sounds insane.
Yeah.
Is that the one that's off the real burger that you got
Yes.
in California? Okay, yeah. It's like, I think I saw your photo of that.
Yes. Now, hold on one second. Stream didn't like me loading up Facebook so I could send this over to you guys. It's like, no.
Oh, that's what happened.
That is exactly what happened.
Oh.
Here we go. And yoink. There it goes. And close that down. Perfect. All right. So now you have the menu, complete with links that tell you how to make them, for the most part.
Cool.
So your sister, let's see, Carlotta and your mom are gonna. They're gonna, since they're being picky.
Yeah.
Because everything else, a lot of the other stuff is kind of giant. So they're going with like an order of Tent City Surprise and the blown O-rings. Because it sounds good.
Yeah.
Jill wanted to get the proletariat special eggs regime.
Right on. All right, I'm noting this all down, and then I'm gonna add the pigs in a blanket because that sounds delicious.
Tent City Surprise.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll send my order over, and I assume I'm back at the Haven now, so
Yes.
I'll get Sen's order too and send it over.
Oh yeah. I knew I was
Uh,
forgetting someone.
Syntax just goes with the javelina dogs, and Dane ends up going with the gunpowder brisket.
Okay. So since no one else ordered alcohol, I'm gonna order a gallon of Deadhead Chumba
Oh my God. Okay.
and a gallon of Blaze of Glory
Wow. All right.
to take and share. And then so I'll get everybody's food order in, and once we've got the order placed, I'm gonna just walk him back.
Okay.
Not asking.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said you're walking in the back?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just not asking to where if I can see Chunk, I'm just going back there.
All right. Yeah, he's busy doing his thing.
I'm gonna just come up behind him and smack him on the shoulder. How's it going, big guy?
Oh, hey there. How you doing there, Hellcat? Hellcat friend. I haven't seen you in quite a while. Kind of busy with the grill here, but doing all right. How about you?
I mean, I got my leg blown off 2 days ago, so been better, but
What?
I'm hoping. Yeah, well, isn't this the life? I just wanted to come and
just a
check
normal
on how.
Tuesday.
Yeah. Just want to check on how our pharmaceutical venture is going.
Pharmaceutical. Right.
Right.
He says, well, I regret to inform our partner Meredith that we're down staffing. We've lost about 25%. Testing has gone great, though, however.
Mm-hmm.
The population size has decreased a little, if you kind of follow my meaning.
By how much?
I think it's around 10.
Jesus.
And this is from side effect?
Well, you see, when you spike the sexual drive of individuals, well, they tend to get a hunger for it, and then apparently some.
Are you telling me that they fucked themselves to death?
I was trying to be a little less vulgar about the deceased. You know.
Not my problem. Not my problem. Not my problem. Okay. j- Uh, just make sure that you're following up with Meredith on that. Uh, how many rounds of testing have you done?
We're in the second round of testing.
So, what was the 10 from the first round, or from the second round, or both?
That was from the first round of testing.
So, we're talking about like a 1 in 10 chance you fuck yourself to death. Am I understanding this right?
I haven't worked out the odds in particular as of yet. I've been kind of doing double duty.
Jesus, Chunk, please just give this information to Meredith so she can just deal with this.
Affirmative, lady, ma'am.
Keep up the good work. I'll let you go. Thanks. I'm just gonna go sit down with the boys.
Okay. So you wait for your food to come out. At this point, Mac is macking. He
I
didn't
feel like
wait.
Mac should be in a food coma.
Yeah, he's
Om nom 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 nom.
he's consuming that implants only burger like Pac-Man to pellets.
We're gonna have
Yeah.
to roll you to the car.
Oh.
So
Part of being a nomad means having hollow legs.
that's a good way to put
Right.
starvation. So how's everything else
Excellent.
with Chunk? I mean,
It's going.
Like going good or going gone.
Well, I guess it would depend on who you ask, because if you asked Meredith, she'd just tell you it's fine. It's fine. Not a big deal, it's fine. Okay, it's a big fucking deal. Like, they've got 1 in 10 of these test run patients fucking themselves to death. The problem.
whoa.
Yeah.
I guess you're dying with a smile on your face,
Oh my god.
or maybe just with the O face. Just
I don't know. I guess at least I hope they enjoy it, but all I can picture is some sexed out punk just zombie-eyed humping.
I can,
Exactly.
I'm imagining the Joker and that plastered smile disease
Yeah.
thing he had.
That laughing gas he had.
Yeah,
You want to know how I got these scars? Oh, man.
Well, So I'll tell you what. Why don't we hurry up and get this food, and then we go back and have a talk with Meredith and give her an update.
Oh no. I told Chunk to update her. I'm staying out of this. I just needed to know for my own information. I
Okay.
I I'm just trying to have Meredith's back for when Rex is pissed that this is taking so long.
Oh, okay. All right. Um,
Look, if she asks me for an update, I'll give her one. All right? Will that make you happy?
I just it just sounds kind of odd. It's all just
What
I'm
sounds
not gonna wait.
odd?
That you're trying to get information about what's going on, but then you don't want to tell her.
I don't want to be involved.
So then why did you go find out? That makes you
Because I need to
involved.
know.
It, babe, that doesn't make any sense. But okay. I love you anyways. I'm sure it made sense to you. Let's just get the food and go.
Sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Do we really need a gallon of that stuff?
I'm gonna carry out both of
She's
them.
getting 2 gallons collectively.
Like, babe, it's Friday. Come on.
Okay.
And we have more people in the house.
Which gallon are you taking?
Ah, rude.
Rude. Right. You and I both know if you could stick a straw in one of those gallons, you do that.
Then don't give me ideas. I mean, you want to fight tonight? Is that what you're gunning for?
No, because you're going to have alcohol.
I would love a chance to use this new leg,
And do what?
kick your ass
Really?
lovingly.
Oh, yeah. I want to see a loving ass kicking.
I'm pretty sure that's what Syntax does to Meredith every time she gets in trouble.
Okay. Yeah, I don't need to know. This is what doesn't need to know looks like. I don't pursue
Hmm.
the conversation. I
I
don't
don't
try and
pursue the
find out. I
conversation.
don't try and
I
go
can
and find
hear
out.
from their room.
Oh, God. I don't want to know because you're going to somehow try and use it against me. I saw how you looked at me when Meredith fixed me up.
And I saw how you look at Miss Dr. Booby.
I'll have
So
you
yeah.
know, I was paralyzed, so
Hmm.
it's hard not to look up and see the tatas.
It
She
is
was the
hard not
best
to see
doctor
them,
I've
isn't
ever
it?
had. Best doctor I've ever had. Oh my gosh.
And it's not like I harass you over what you do with Rex or your other jobs.
They're called clients. It's okay.
So then why
And
are
I
you
would,
harassing me over her tatas?
because we had this conversation and you accepted my career as it
Right.
stands. I had not had a conversation with you about oogling McTits. So if you'd like to do that, then sure, fine. You have my permission. You can.
To to do to do what? Have a conversation with you about oogling McTits? Is that how you put it?
Look, I just need food, okay? I haven't eaten all day. Just shut up.
She's hangry.
Whoa, easy. And
I am
he
gonna.
pushes part of Mac's plate in front of you.
No, I'm gonna push that away and I'm gonna get a straw and I'm gonna stick it in one of these gallons. Just pregame a little bit before we go home.
Okay, well it's good that you're not driving.
Wow.
Do you need a longer emergency induction port?
I'm done talking to you.
Okay. So everybody in the car, I guess. Mac, get a to-go bag if you can't finish it off.
Yep.
There's that food coma.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Oh."
He's just gonna lay on his side on the way back.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Don't make any sharp turns.
Oh, did I tell you Jill's driving?
Uh,
So you guys head back with the food in tow. Those of you who are already at the safe haven, you can hear the rustling as they're coming in from the bags and the sloshing of some large containers of liquid.
It's my jug. Sorry.
Those are some nice jugs.
And so you lay everything. You lay everything out, and
Big ones, too.
Dane looks right at Meredith when you guys come walking in, and he says, "You need to have a conversation with Hellcat. Not right now, but soon."
Okay.
I'm just gonna punch him in the butt.
And he's like, oddly specific.
Am I, okay. Well,
In
All
the
right,
meantime,
so
we've got
maybe after
everybody's
we-
food. And I hope you
yeah,
guys
it's
don't.
been a weird
You
trip.
guys don't mind. I'm pretty sure you don't mind Hellcat cooties. She already got one of the gallons, so.
Oh my god. I'm just gonna shove past him at this point and hook my arm in Meredith. Let's have a fucking drink.
I'm not opposed to that.
She got the two really strong ones, FYI. So, and he just points out, like which is which. So, just go easy.
Let's do shad, Meredith.
Even better. What's up with Dane? Why is he saying that we need to have a discussion? Did something happen with Chunk? Is he okay?
Chunk is fine. Chunk is fine. He just wants me to give you the update that your man on the job should be giving you, and I him that was not my place. And he seemed to disagree.
And Dane has a very odd look on his face from across the room, like clearly he was intending something else, and she jumped right to the whole drug conversation. He's like,
Out of character, when I sent Chunk I was gonna say an email, a text message earlier, did I ever get a reply from him?
Yeah, you did. You just haven't had a chance to look yet.
Okay. What kind of an update? I mean, I texted him earlier, but I haven't checked for any kind of response yet. So what's
Maybe just check your messages, and if you still have questions, then you can come talk to me about it. But it's,
I mean, if
it's
is
your
there
thing.
okay. All right. So
It's fine. It's fine. I'm sure you'd say it's fine. It's fine.
But
It's
no,
fine.
I just want to be clear. So if he says everything is all fine, then it's not fine. Is that right?
I don't know. Do you want my opinion about your project? Because I'm trying to stay out of it.
I did not ask for your opinion about the project. I'm just asking if Chunk were to say that everything is.
You're asking me my thoughts and opinion on if Chunk says this, does he mean this?
I'm just asking if he would be lying if he's saying everything's okay.
This is a great brisket.
I'm just gonna hand her a big cup.
I know, right? This burger, man. I don't. It's wow.
And then
can't
I'm gonna go back for mine.
Wow.
I'm gonna go check my phone without saying anything further to Hellcat.
Okay.
I'm just gonna walk away from her.
And
Okay.
I'm gonna give a dirty glare to Dane.
He's like, why did you go there?
What was I supposed to talk to her about?
The tatas. I thought you were going to wait on that.
Why am I talking to her about her tits when you're the one that's so obsessed with them?
I'm not the one that's obsessed with them. You're the one that keeps pointing them out at me.
Oh,
Oh,
Yeah.
hang on. Got a really bad connection. Come on. Wow, this is still a shitty connection with Discord.
Yeah, it's getting weird right now.
Yeah, it's going all digital.
Yeah.
And it's just
I
like-
was gonna say if you
Oh,
said
now it
anything,
goes
I
back.
didn't get it.
Yeah, it was like. Yep.
I was
Robot Hellcat.
I was double checking it with because I see the upload speeds and processing speed for our stream, and I didn't see anything dip there, but I saw the effect in Discord, so I was like, oh crap. So,
Yeah.
so I'm sorry. What'd you say, Hellcat?
I don't know. I don't know what I said that you didn't hear. It probably doesn't matter.
Okay.
I didn't hear anything you said. I'm sorry.
That's fine. I'm just drinking.
Okay.
Okay. I'm going to check my phone.
Okay. So you go to check your phone. Do you have a text message from Chunk? Chunk says, in phase 2, phase 1 had a 10-person death rate out of 100.
With that, I'm going to be just like, what? Because at the last time Chunk gave me any kind of an update, he did say that couples were banging like crazy, but he didn't mention any death. So the deaths thing is new. So I'm
Yes.
I'm gonna flip out.
Okay. And the last text message just says he's lowered the dosage at this point.
So I'm gonna call Chunk.
Okay. Heidi ho, this is Superstitions Grill. This is Chunk here, proprietor.
Hey, Chunk, it's Meredith. Hey.
Hey, Meredith, partner, old friend, partner. How you doing
Hey.
there? You got my text messages.
I did see your message. Thank you for the update. But 10 people dead? Like, when did this happen? Because this is the first thing that I'm hearing about people dying from this.
Yeah, that just happened like 2 nights ago.
And we're for certain that it's the drug and it's not maybe something else or something else that they did that may have affected one of the compounds.
Well, I still have the bodies on ice if you want to check them out and do an autopsy. I figured that might be a little bit more thorough, but I'm pretty certain it was all sex related.
What'd you do? Put them in the ice box?
I wonder what's in those burgers.
I know. That's what I just thought. I'm not eating there anymore. Cross contamination.
Dexter, come on, buddy. Hop down. Thank you.
Nasty. Chunk, I like some other problems, maybe not serious problems, like kind of like how the issues we had with Locke when Locke tried it. Those are the kinds of effects that I'd really like to gear us towards. Do you really think we're going to be killing this many people trying to create something like this?
That's why I adjusted the dosage.
Okay.
I'm trying everything at a half dosage right now to see if that decreases the sex drive and also creates less priapism effects.
Okay. I'm just saying this because we're invested right now. Keep me updated. If another person dies, I'm gonna pull the plug on this because I can't have people dying just because I'm trying to get around something inconvenient.
All right, will do. I'll let you know as soon as something happens. What would you like me to do with the bodies?
Can you keep them there and I will do an autopsy on them and then we can maybe give them a decent burial?
Of course.
Okay. Thank you.
Not a problem there, Meredith, old partner, old pal.
I'll be out as soon as I can to take a look at the bodies.
All right, fantastic. I'll talk to you soon.
All right, and then I'm gonna hang up without saying goodbye or anything. And I'm gonna walk out and look at Hellcat. It's not all fine.
It's not all fine.
No, but it's being handled. If anyone else dies from this, this is being shut down. But right now, we are too invested to go back at this point.
Okay. Just let me know whatever you need.
I thought you didn't want to get involved, though.
Well, if this goes south for you, it's gonna damage my reputation. So
Sure.
I'm, in the end, not gonna allow that to happen. So please let me know before this thing hits rock bottom.
I will. I'll keep you updated.
And definitely let me know before you just pull the plug because you understand if you do that, you are going back to probably original terms plus interest.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of. But I
Okay.
also can't have needless death on my.
No, I agree because that's going to end up getting tracked down eventually.
Yeah.
You
and
know, it's tent city, but there's still a body count rising.
those people don't deserve that necessarily. I mean,
I think they've got it hard enough.
yeah.
Well, I'm gonna just push your drink up towards you. Nothing we can do about it tonight.
I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna clink glasses with you or plastic glasses. I don't know what we're drinking out of.
I don't know.
Red
but
Solo cups.
I will take that drink with you and challenge you to a race for the rest.
All right, let's
Yowza.
chug. Let's see who vomits first.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. What do we need to roll for this?
I'm all set and go get my IV ready.
Right? Make that 2.
Wow.
So go ahead and you need to roll. You're basically making body saves at this point.
Okay. Oh, I know that I'm gonna get shit faced. Watch.
So what do you do for that? Is it just the D10?
It's a D10 and a save. If you look at the left-hand side of your character sheet,
And do we add?
there's a box there for save.
I don't have a save on any of my sheets, including my original.
Shame on you. Hold on. Get down, Dexter. I know, buddy.
Like you don't have the spot or a number.
No, I don't have the number.
Oh.
I will look that up.
Good luck, Meredith.
I know.
Hi, buddy. I know.
You need like dwarven blood. that gives you like an instant like +5 constitution.
Yeah, do I get any
versus
bonus to this
any
since
alcohol.
I'm cybernetically enhanced?
No, not unless you actually have a filter for it.
A cyber liver.
Which you do not. Which there is such a thing as a cyber liver.
I should probably invest in one.
Where is that at? So here are skills. Whoops.
How's your drink, Meredith?
This is actually pretty tasty.
I can't taste mine.
I think.
Just like how she makes them in real life.
Hey! Missy's way worse, you know that.
Don't worry, it'll only taste bad for about until about halfway through the first cup. Then you can't taste anything anyway. And it's just...
Exactly.
Just get it done.
Yep.
Just get it done.
That's what I have to do to be able to drink the lime White Claws, is I have to drink like one of the other first, and then it doesn't matter.
Wow.
Okay, page. Okay, hang on a second. I think I managed to find it. That's the problem with the book, since it was made so long ago. The layout to it is not the best. As far as where you find the rules for everything.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Okay. It even said page 93. I'm on page 93 and it ain't there.
That's the worst. That's what bothers me. Trying to look up.
Okay. So, I'll look this up later. I mean, it's clear that they have even a typo here, so I can't find it. Oh, not stun save. Okay. Dexter, get down. He keeps jumping up here because he wants me to live on him. Hi, buddy. I know, buddy. He doesn't want to play. He wants me to hold him, so I'll live on him. So go ahead and roll your D10, and you're going to be adding your body. We'll just do it that way for right now. Hi, buddy.
Okay.
I know. Come here.
9.
13.
Okay. Dexter, stop. So you got 9 total? Nice. All right, so you pound your drink. First person clearly to start showing some sort of signs of wear and tear is Meredith.
Hellcat, your hair, did I ever tell you your hair is so pretty? Like, it's
You
so
should
shiny.
play with it. It's so soft.
Like, it's so nice. And I'm just going to do this. So touching your hair.
Okay.
Where am I at? Am I just like buzzed, or am I?
It's a potent drink, so you're feeling the effects, but you're not like all over the place. I mean, you can tell you're feeling a little lightheaded. Meredith, on the other hand, she's not like passed out, and knocked out, but she's clearly tipsy.
I'm stumbling on the way to the bathroom, tipsy.
Oh gosh.
It's like dinner and a show.
Meredith, do you need to go to bed?
No, wait, you can't ask me that. Sin's here.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about that, but you were.
Yeah, but so at that point, Dane's like turning away, just takes a drink.
No, I'm okay. I'm gonna sit here. I might just sit here for a while and just be here a while.
Meredith, we're standing in the kitchen. Do you,
Oh,
do you want me to go set you down?
yeah, oh, that's why my legs hurt. Okay, yeah,
Okay.
let's go sit down.
I'm gonna go sit Meredith down next to Locke.
Locke. Hey, what's up, man? I like your face.
She's yours now.
His hair is still pretty wild.
And this.
Dude, I'm pretty sure I
It's
would have
so
taken that shit
impressive.
off coming home.
I
He's
hope you did
rocking
it. Did you
I'm
have
not
some
used
of
to
this?
affection from Meredith.
Did you have some of this? Did you have some of this juice that Hellcat brought home? It's really good.
No, you bitch has been drinking it the whole time.
You should
Rude.
go have some.
I'm gonna go get Locke a cup so he'll quit being a cranky butt. And I'm saying that out loud.
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go get him a drink. Here. Drink
Thanks.
it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and try it.
All you need is an umbrella.
No.
Drink it.
And then I'm gonna gently lift the back of the cup up so that it
Oh,
can
wait,
use
you-
the drink.
You whores have been slamming this stuff. I'm just gonna sit there and watch them for a while.
Okay.
As we're force feeding you alcohol.
Come on, everybody's doing it.
Yeah.
So
no,
do you,
Max,
do you,
you can't do it. You have a head injury.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't do it anyway.
Good boy.
so
I need to go
Locke,
back to the
are you
tribe
trying
and
to?
do
Are you
some
going to try and pound what they're shoving down, or are you just?
I'm gonna pretend like it. I'm not gonna slam it because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to keep my wits about me.
Okay, fair enough. So you drink like a little bit here and there, but I mean they're tipping your cup, so you're holding it in your mouth.
Yeah. So it's
As
disinfecting it.
Meredith is Meredith is
Just inject it.
tipping his glass. I'm gonna go find his mom and sister and tell them that we have their food if they didn't know that, and we have super good drinks that you should try, and I can bring it to you.
and they're okay with the food, but for right now, the alcohol they'll pass.
That's lame, man. Go away.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did. So what we'll do is it's 9:30 at this point. We'll go ahead and pause there. It's been 3.5 hours at this point. So good deal,
game, guys.
Meredith can show me her enhancement.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Again?
Again.
Hey, we can play doctor again. That was fun.
Alrighty.
He said, "Oh, all right."
So thank you all for watching this madness.
Thanks, Dante, for all them subs, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Our next game coming up is actually the 1st of May, which will be Vampire. That is this coming Friday.
Vampire.
Yes. So again, thank you all for joining us, and of course that will wrap up the month of subs. But yes, Dante, thank you very much for all the subs and the gift subs and whatnot. And of course, make sure you guys have got your re-rolls on your character sheet. You only get the one. And we will see everybody again here soon. Bye.